7 in the morning. Happy July, everybody. Just here enjoying a beautiful sunrise despite the crazy amount of sargassum, just relentless amount of sargassum. You can see there's some efforts being put in to clean this up, but the situation seems a little bit hopeless at this point, guys. The beach is still beautiful, the sunrise is still beautiful. But it might be time for me to take a little trip, maybe over to Oaxaca, get some time in the ocean without sargassum. Yeah, it's pretty bad. No way to sugarcoat it. What's up, Charlie? From North Carolina in the house. What's up, Wayne? We got Trevor. Hey, man. Good to see you. Always good to have Trevor Simmons in the house. Watching from Toronto, we got Julia Piga. Good to see you. We got a very special guest joining us here momentarily. We're going to drink some mate with a good friend of mine, Gabriella. She's going to talk a little bit about her book. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Will. Yeah, I recently spoke with William Taudian. For those of you who follow his channel, he said same deal in Tulum. Spoke with someone recently who was in Akumal, same situation, just lots of sargassum. Looks like a big group effort organizing here. We got Stephen from Minneapolis. Good morning. So I'm going to have a special guest here momentarily. Gabriella is going to join me from the Lifeguard Tower. We're going to talk about her book. Largely the subject is trauma healing, and she's been a great friend, a big part of my personal growth and healing journey here in Playa. So looking forward to having her join us for mate. And anyone who wants to help her out, she's in the process of publishing, which definitely takes some resources, including money. So anyone who wants to help her out with the book, any super chats or super thanks from this live stream will go toward her and publishing her book, which I think is a very noble cause. Her book is going to help a lot of people, so I wanted to do that today with her and give you all the chance to help out. Anyone who's gone through serious trauma, abuse, things like that, can see the value in a book like that, where she opens up and talks about all that and helps with the path forward. So that's the main underlying theme today, but of course we're going to just enjoy. Hey, thanks, Will. Appreciate that. A lot of people, $14 in shipping. Mr. Bean movie. Okay, nice. Noah, lost my mom in 2019 and I miss her so much, and I'm so sad because she passed away from lung cancer. Please pray for me. Noah, you and your mother will be in my prayers, my friend. It's actually one of my biggest fears in life is that I never really had a good mom growing up, but my dad was always there. And he's getting older. Dad, if you're watching this, I love you so much. My biggest fear is losing my dad, because he's my biggest support, and he's the rock, always in my life, always there. No matter what, rain or shine, good times, bad times, whether I'm winning at life or losing, he's there. So Noah, my heart goes out to you, my friend. Good morning, Rich. Good morning, Helena. Good to see everybody. Yeah, a lot of people, I think, feel like they know me because they watch my videos, and but I'm human like anyone else. I remember when I got injured, I had the bicycle accident. People are like, wow, even the TheRopeMonster gets hurt, and it's true. I'm human. So, and Gabriella has arrived. Here she comes, the lady of the hour. What's up, Gabriella? Everybody leave some love for Gabriella here in the comments. I brought the mate as well. She's got the mate. You got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for some mate. So I prefaced a little bit your book, and so we'll definitely get into that. But first, mate.
First mate, always. Ooh,
Good to see you.
good to see you too.
Yeah, so Gabriella has been a huge part of my journey as well, as far as our friendship and the healing process that I'm going through as well from past traumas. And so I can't wait for her book to come out. And as mentioned, guys, any super chats or anything generated from this live stream will go toward getting that book out for all of us to benefit from.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Truly.
So we're gonna do some mate, guys. We got all sorts of folks from North Carolina, from Texas. We got New Jersey in the house. Wilmington, North Carolina. What's up, Janice? Good to see you. Someone says good couple. To be clear, we're not a couple. Gabriella is a good, really good friend, and the lady is spoken for. Zach,
Yes.
Zach's got claim on that, so missed the boat, but
Really good friend.
yeah, really good friends, nothing more. So yeah, but friends can enjoy mate and sunrises. So guys, check this scene out here. Sunrise, Playa del Carmen, just after 7 in the morning. Some sargassum cleanup. Someone says, but you look good together. Well, yeah,
We can still model together.
we can still model together. Heading to Bogota in Colombia from Playa this morning. Good for you, Rich. That sounds great. We got Mike Morgan in the house. Mike is live from Lanzarote. Lanzarote, I don't know if I'm saying that right. What's up, Squack? What's up? Ayush, tell a joke, please. I don't really have any jokes today. Do you have any good jokes?
I don't have any good jokes, but all I keep thinking about is how the Sargasso smells like a fresh can of tuna, and my
It's-
cats would love to be at the beach right now.
That counts. That counts as a good joke. Yeah, the smell is really something. I've lost my appetite for canned tuna because of this. to be honest.
I believe
Yeah.
it. I believe it.
Oh my God, we got what's your body count? Both tell truth. That's we're gonna skim over that, guys. This is a family channel. We got someone from Alaska in the house. Nice, awesome. Yeah, guys, I think all questions like that will just be ignored. So let's keep it real. No need to answer the body count
Yeah, no.
question. More important things to discuss today, for sure. Do you want to take the gimbal for a moment and maybe tell us about your book? And I will.
Do you want some mate?
I would love some mate. Yeah, let's do that.
There you go. Hi, guys. So, my book is about how I healed from childhood trauma. I dissociated from all the things I experienced until I was 25, when I remembered that I was sexually abused as a child within my family. And I went on this whole journey of healing where a lot of doctors told me that I would never get better. I had all this pain and all these symptoms, and I said, no, absolutely, I will. So I figured out how to heal, and I've been living this way for 8 years, and I wrote a book about it so that it helps other people who have experienced this and their families understand what someone who experiences that type of trauma experiences in their life and how they can get better from it. So I'm raising money for the editing, publishing, proofreading, and I have a link that I can give to Ropey to post. Cheers. Or you guys can follow me on Instagram. Do you do yoga for healing, also do traveling? Oh, do yoga for the healing, also do traveling? Yes, absolutely. That helps so much. Yoga is so good for you to get into your body, to calm your nervous system, or to just allow your feelings to come up. Just be present with yourself. So, absolutely. And traveling, getting away definitely helps. A fresh set of air.
So feelings coming up is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. I was taught otherwise. Just bury it. That doesn't really work though.
No, you're just taking out a loan on those feelings that you bury, and they come back for even more interest.
Yeah, it's like turning a Category 2 hurricane into like a Cat 4.
Absolutely.
Pushing it back like 2 days. Like,
Yep.
well,
And then adding a tsunami on top of it.
A little tropical cyclone coming in, yeah. Tropical cyclone, rope monster.
So funny. Watching from India. Kira updates. Oh, Kira's my cat's name. Love that.
Awesome.
Watching from India. Amazing. What is your recommendation on what to do in Playa? Not touristic stuff. Hee hee.
That's a good question for you. What do you do for, I mean, pickleball?
Guys, I am a huge pickleball fan. I have never been happier than since I've started to play pickleball. The community, the game, it's just so fun. I love that. Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So pickleball for sure. Oh, what else? I'm trying to think what else I do.
Read a book.
Read a book, exactly. Hang out by the pool, just relax. This is a great place to just relax and enjoy yourself.
You like coffee at K Huevos?
Oh,
so
I
that's your,
love coffee at K
your social
Huevos.
time. I ended up hanging out there till like almost noon yesterday with Tyler. We had one heck of a conversation, so.
Oh my god, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, I would have to put that in my list of non-touristy things is just chill at K Huevos and people watch and connect with people, have deep conversations. That guy is deep, Tyler.
Yeah.
He's got lots going on upstairs, which is fun.
Love him.
Guys, thank you so much already for the contributions. Fernando, gracias.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are so sweet, helping Gabby's dream come true. But more importantly, this book coming out is going to change a lot of lives. And I'm looking forward to reading it 3 or 4 times and see if I can fix myself through Gabby's work that she's already done. She's put in the work not only to heal herself, but to put this book out and write this book. And what was the process like for you when you first started?
Wow.
It must have been a lot, yeah?
Oh, it was so fun reliving everything I've experienced.
Somehow I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, it was very challenging. Sorry, my arm is getting
Here, I'll
tired.
take
Do you mind?
I'll take
Sorry,
gimbal
thank you.
duties.
Whoa, this is my pickleball arm, guys.
Yeah, that's her
I gotta
pickleball.
rest it up. The process was interesting. It brought up anything that I had not fully processed yet. So even things that I thought that I was like, I already worked through this. It was like that, the layer of gunk at the bottom of the pool came up for me to work with. So I had to take my time. I'm someone who likes to be like, I can do this and just go, go, go. And that wasn't like that for me. It really taught me how to listen to my body and to just be in tune with what I'm experiencing and not try to bypass it. So it was, it was very challenging, but very rewarding because it almost made me a new, better person in the way that I handle my own self, like learning how to validate my own experience, my own emotions, and not looking to anyone else to be like, oh yeah, like, it's okay. I had to do it all myself. So.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm learning too, is that nobody can do the work for me. I've had some health issues. I've gone to like naturopaths and acupuncture, and those people have helped in a big way. But ultimately, the biggest kind of darkest parts I have to go through alone, it seems like. And it seems like that's where the growth comes from, is through quite a bit of pain and accepting the feelings and things that come, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Words of wisdom here from Gabriella. Guys, for those of you just joining us, we're raising money for a good cause today. Any super chats are going to go toward editing and publishing Gabriella's book. And do you have a title?
I do. It's called Unbroken.
Unbroken. I love that. I want to be unbroken. I
You
think
already are.
everybody wants that. Good news from Gabriella. I am unbroken. Guys, Anthony, hey, what's up? Good to see you. We got Kevin. Hit that like button, subscribe, show support for the host, and sharing the views. Thank you so much, Kevin. Really appreciate that. Damo says, I disagree. Please do share, guys. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this matter, your personal experiences. This is a community. We're open for discussion here always. We don't all have to agree. So I'll give you guys a quick peek at the sunrise and how that's progressing. Almost 7:20 in the morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, guys, let's keep it positive. Demo might have to get muted here. Bye. Mike says, literally sitting on a plane waiting to take off. Still got time for Ropey's lives. I always turn up. Thanks, brother.
Priorities.
Really, priorities. Someone says, Squack says, yep, rope is a stud muffin, LOL. I'll take it, guys. I'm basically on no sleep. I'm actually going through some pretty serious health issues and challenges, and I've been sleeping less and less and less. I have like a chronic sinus infection. Maybe you can hear that in my voice. The doctor says that he's 90% certain I have brucellosis, chronic brucella infection. I'm just waiting and waiting for these PCR and IgG test results. So the stud muffin comment really warms my heart because I'm definitely not at 100 right now, but got to just keep going. As they say, the show must go on.
Yes.
Someday I'll get some deep sleep again, for sure. All right, who else? We got Joseph in the house. Squack says, get well, my friend. We're here for you. So sweet. Gabriella was asking, are you sure you want to go live today because you're not feeling well? And I said it does actually help me in so many ways. So guys, thank you all for just being here. That's the biggest thing, is that I can go live anytime and you guys show up. That's a really good feeling for me. Whether I'm at my best and I'm in good spirits, or whether I'm just kind of like, here I am. What's up, guys? You're still showing up. So that's a big thing for me, guys. Thank you so much. We got TNT in the house. He says, oh my God, brother, wear some sunscreen. You're turning red. I've been doing pretty good on the sunscreen. Do you wear sunscreen?
I don't wear sun. You don't look red at all. I think it's the glare from the sun.
It might be the glare.
You don't look red at all
It's
to
only
me.
7 in the morning, guys. I'm not getting burnt. Fernando says, is it true Playa del Carmen has a strong community that can help to heal and get better? Absolutely. Do you want to answer that one, Gab?
Yeah, absolutely. There are so many people with different modalities and just a lot of people in community talking about healing, and that opens up the conversation for everyone to step into their own journey. And there's people from all different levels and all different places from all over the world with the same mindset. So you can find that very easily here, just by talking to people. And a lot of the there's like WhatsApp groups that you can join. And people are always having the conversation. I feel that there's a lot of health and wellness here. Health, wellness, and healing, for sure.
Yeah, I've been feeling the same thing, especially this part of Playa, like north of CTM. It's very much like a yoga, healing, spiritual community. There is a group meditation every Sunday at Casa Avalon. I'm not sure if you've gone to that.
I have not.
I did actually go to that a couple of months ago, and I thought it was pretty cool. It's donation based, so anyone's welcome. So now you know Casa Avalon. You can Google that, Google map it. The best party place in Europe, I have no idea. That's a good question. Anthony says, symptoms, your experience. Guys, basically my symptoms have been like a nervous system that's just on fire. Like I can't get the brain and the spine to cool off. There's a lot of heat, confusion. I've been honestly very confused lately, just lost, forgetting things. I actually went to the Deportivo to do some exercise the other day. I rode my bike down there, and then I walked all the way home, showered, got dressed, and ready to go out and watch my friend's band. And then I realized, I was like, my bike's not here. Where's my bike? I left it at the Deportivo, had to get in a taxi, go back and get it. So the symptoms, guys, has just really mostly been a lot of confusion, disorientation, trembling, shaking, dizziness, some night sweats as well. So it's been really unpleasant. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease a long time ago, like 12 years ago. And I'm not sure if this brucella was just the issue the whole time, because I never did combination antibiotic therapy, which, you know, doxycycline, rifampin is supposed to knock it out. And it's looking like that's the treatment I'm gonna have to do maybe for 3 to 6 months. So that will make me sensitive to sunlight, and it's probably gonna be really unpleasant. But I'm ready for whatever can move the needle in the right direction. I've honestly been suffering quite a bit lately. Let's see. Is this an episode of Survivor? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Like,
Did it have a confessional? Is that what it is?
yeah, like get off my island.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, it does look like that with the background. We got like jungle behind us.
We survived.
Yeah. Someone says life is tough. Yeah, it's true, guys. Janice, thank you for sharing that. Actually, she says maybe a head MRI. I actually had a CT scan, contrast CT scan, and it showed some pretty unfortunate results. I believe in the body's ability to heal fully. Zach went through 3.5, 4 years
Yeah, 4 years.
of Lyme disease treatment, and he had a brain scan that was pretty similar to mine, showing damage and kind of gaps in the skull where there should be brain and there's essentially no brain. And then recently he had a normal CT scan,
Yep.
brain scan. So unfortunately, guys, the CT scan that I had shows a lot of damage, which could be from the brucella infection. It can get into the brain and the heart. So that's the situation that I'm dealing with and try and handle as best as possible. Luckily, I have friends like Gabriella, support group in place, so I'm not completely alone facing this. My response, in my own body, no one can do this for me as far as the actual healing. Why you look like Cody Jones from Dude Perfect? I don't know, man. Maybe it's the glasses. Thank you so much, Elvis says, hope you're okay, dude. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Peace and love from Gavin. Thank you, my friend. We got Eric Schwarm says, have a nice sunrise in PDX this morning. My home city, checking in from PDX. How are things there? Please let us know. Mike says, how can you stop this disease? It seems like, so I did combo therapy Friday, which is a frog poison that purged my liver. I threw up a bunch. I actually felt really good after that. I don't know if that's the long-term solution to keep doing combo, but the doctor says basically combination antibiotic therapy for months on end is what the strategy will be. So hey, Rope, do you use insurance down there? Hey, thanks, Carl, for subscribing. Really appreciate it. John says, I have hepatitis, so that's a tough one too. We all have our own journeys. I don't have health insurance because everything's just so cheap out of pocket. I paid about 5,000 Mexican pesos for the contrast CT scan, about 250 US. Dirt cheap. Literally. Laughable. Like, Gabriella's having a good laugh. I was laughing walking out of the hospital like, wow, that was surprisingly affordable. I was putting all this stuff off until I had a seizure, actually, and then I was like, well, I guess I can't put this off anymore. And I thought maybe at Costa Med and other places the CT would be like 20,000 pesos or like $1,500 or $1,000, and it was cheap. I should have done it long ago. American healthcare is trash. Yeah, I totally agree, Moose Pickle. Nice handle, by the way, Moose Pickle. Good Lord. Thank you, Jamar, for subscribing. Really appreciate the support of the channel. The channel's growing a lot. Just crossed 12,000 subscribers.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, Gabriella. Woo! All right, I'm going to pour up some mate. We're going to hand you guys back off to Gab. Let me, where is my...
Oh, sorry, I put your thing there because
okay.
I didn't want to knock it over.
Look how confused I am.
Yeah.
Like, where's my mate? Where's my mate?
Positivity is the best medicine, and you have that in spades. Yes. That and real world treatment.
Yeah.
We love positivity.
Yeah, I've been able to ask you and Zach some pretty heavy questions. You know, like, what should I do? What's your opinion on this? And Zach had a really good point. For those of you who don't know Zach, his handle on Instagram is I am Zach Alexander.
Yes. And
he's been such a force of positivity and such a resource for me. So check him out on Instagram. He's doing a lot of good in the world. I asked him, I was like, what should I do? What's your opinion? What would you do if you were in my situation? And he's like, the combination of alternative medicine and Western medicine is probably the way to go in his opinion. And I completely agree. I think antibiotics have been a great boon to mankind and longevity. Mm-hmm. And they get kind of a bad rap because they do some damage to the microbiome of the gut. But when you need them, you need them. And so without a doubt, when I get these results from the doctor, I'm going to just get on whatever treatment that he and the infectious disease specialists have come up with together. So that's the plan, guys. Salud. And lots of naps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta rest.
If I can finally sleep, it's going to be glorious.
Sleep regenerates the body.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Man, this sargassum smell is really something.
It's a fresh can of tuna.
It's a fresh can of tuna.
We're gonna drop the cats off. They're
Or-
gonna have a day.
That would be adorable to watch them go bonkers out here. Like,
Right?
oh my God, the whole beach is full of tuna.
Right?
Must be nice for them.
Can Gabriella share her story of arriving to Playa and why it's important to the book? Yes, absolutely.
That's a great question.
That is a great question. So when I originally arrived to Playa, I had no intentions of really staying here. We booked our... We were booked here for like a month and a half. It was supposed to be the first trip in our trip around the world. We had a whole trip around the world planned, Zach and I and Kiki. And when we got here, we noticed how good we felt. And we were like, wow, why would we leave? We feel so good. So I had moved here from LA. And I'm originally from Boston, but LA just wasn't it anymore. It was just very dangerous. There was so much going on. So we came here and we felt very safe and very happy. And it was like every time we went to the beach, we felt even more healed. So being here while I was writing the book was really helpful for me because I had so many different feelings coming up and I could just walk out and go to the beach. Or I could walk out and go talk to my friends. I could walk out and go do a workout. And it just really helped me stay present and continue to appreciate life even though I was digging into stuff that was so heavy and so hurtful for me. So I love it here. I think the energy here is amazing. I think it has healing energy in general. Whether you're looking for it or not, I think it's just part of being here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it's fantastic to hear that. I feel like I'm getting to know you more as well, just via this chill sesh and mate and live stream. So guys, keep the good questions coming. Really appreciate that. For those of you just now showing up, all the proceeds from this live stream are going to go toward publishing and editing Gabriella's masterpiece, her book, that's going to help a lot of people on the same healing journey who just don't know how to get started or they don't know where to begin with the trauma, right? Where to heal. So that's the mission today, is to raise some funds for this, to get this book out as soon as possible. I myself need a copy stat.
Absolutely. And thank you guys. Hold on, let's see. Let's go up here and see.
Yeah, guys, it's super bright. It's hard to see what's
Oh.
happening. Oh, the gimbal. Gimbal fail.
I'm not very good with this, sorry.
So guys, Gabriella is not a professional with the gimbal. We are now learning this. We are doing our best to look at all the comments, but it is pretty bright, so we're just trying to see. Hey, New Talkies says, hey, you hotties.
Hola.
Yeah, we're a power couple that's not a couple. Just out here looking
YouTube
good.
models.
YouTube models, we'll call it. Yeah, yeah. They don't pay us that much to be YouTube models, but it's rewarding in its own way. And guys, thank you so much. We got Anthony kicking in as well for the cause to publish this book and get this book out to help countless people and turn things around.
Thank you so much.
David says good morning from Boston, so we got Boston in the house.
We're in Boston.
Yeah, let us know.
Also, guys, it's July. I woke up and I was like, wait, something's different. It's July.
It is July. Happy July. Happy July. So everyone just joining, we got Stormer says, I'm sorry, just joined the live stream. What illness are you discussing? I'm dealing with potential brucella infection. Chronic brucellosis is the diagnosis. So to fill you in, that's what's going on with me personally and with my health. And yeah, it's affecting me really, really strongly, actually. I know it doesn't come through in the actual long form videos that I upload. I just put on my game face and create the content for you all. But yeah, that's a real thing. Everyone's got their health struggles, and this is mine right now. So all right, we got two gringos on the Gulf, Jennifer and Daryl joining us. Happy Canada Day to you as well. Awesome. We got David says, when is the sarcasm forecasted to ease? I would love to have the answer to that, but that's why I keep going with the the beach updates, guys.
Yeah.
I uploaded one Sunday, a couple days ago, and it's got over 20,000 views. So that's my way of informing you as best I can with kind of POV stuff, so you can see with your own eyes exactly what's happening. Location, Poncho, we're in Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo for the win. Where are you guys? Paul says. We are in the lifeguard tower, and I am a formerly Red Cross certified lifeguard. So
Wow.
yeah, not anymore, but I feel like that's why they let me up here.
Yeah.
They let it slide. I'm not supposed to be up here. I got kicked out once by the popo, but they're not around. I don't see them. Knock on lifeguard
They're
tower.
busy. They're not coming out here with the Sargasso.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We're just gonna stay on Fifth and
Yeah.
and just do some good up there. Yeah, guys. Any other questions you have for Gabriella? Please do feel free about her book, her own personal journey. This is all really welcome, and I'm really enjoying the conversation.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You want to hear? Do you want me to?
Que rico. Nom 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 nom. ¿Qué pusiste? What did you put in the water?
This one has a fruity one. It's
Okay.
I think it's frutos tropicales.
Okay.
CBS.
Oh,
I know
that's-
because they didn't have any regular one. I like the pipore
Okay.
and the rosamante.
Yeah, I'm doing the Rosamonte.
I like that one. The red one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my mate today.
The fruteria only had flavors. No, you know what? I got this on 5th
Okay.
next to. I don't know the name. It's an Argentinian place.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
course.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be. God, I went through. Anthony says, "What's her Insta? Do you want to share that?"
Yes. So my Instagram is gabcacc. GABCACC. Just that.
Okay.
You can find me there. It's me.
Yeah, definitely check Gab out on Insta. You're uploading like every day. You've
Yeah.
got really cool content. Your fitness journey too. I notice you're getting just more and more yoked, just jacked. Look
You
at
see
that.
this? Oh.
Yeah. Was the fitness a big part of your healing or your process, or is it just kind of a byproduct?
No, so I've always been into fitness, but that was my original way of coping with my feelings.
Okay.
I now have a better relationship with it, but it's still a big part of me. I believe that movement is medicine. I believe that, like, the way that I use it is when I'm feeling a certain way, I use that to process and raise my vibration.
Okay.
Meaning, like, lately, my workouts haven't really been about being tough and lifting more. It's been about, oh, my mood's really shitty.
Okay.
What can I do to make myself feel better? Okay, let me go and do some of these exercises that I know make me feel good. And I just do a few rounds of that, and I'm like, oh, now I can think clear.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm using it as a way to clear my mind. And then because I'm not so hyper-focused on my body anymore, my body's been changing, and I've been getting stronger. It's been wild to watch.
Funny how that works. Like if you're not obsessing over something and it just it comes through more mental wellness and good sleep and being around the right people. What are some alternatives to the fitness? Because like I think for myself, it's really easy to actually get kind of addicted to lifting weights. Like, oh, I don't feel good, I'm gonna go lift weights. But there's a limit to it. Like you can only go work out so many times before your body needs time to recover. So what are some things that you could recommend for someone like me who just goes and pumps iron at the face of any given problem?
Going for a walk when you're having big feelings, because your feelings are just trying to move, and a lot of the times these feelings come with stories in your head, right? And they just go and go and go. But when you're walking, your energy is moving in a flow. So even if you go take a walk, like a lap around the block, anything like that, to just move it and just get a little clearer, I find to be very, very helpful. It's sometimes the most simple things that are the most helpful that we just kind of forget because it feels kind of like a nuisance, or like that you're already doing it. But doing it with intention is totally different than just doing it because you have to.
So you can kind of allow consciously you can go for a walk and be like, this is the purpose. I'm going to let the feelings flow, let the emotions out, process. It's not just blindly like, oh, I'm going to go stroll.
Exactly.
And fix all my worldly problems.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, this is gold right here, guys. I'm benefiting a lot from this. I hope you guys are too. Someone says Ilya says a big joint always helps. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to go for sure. All sorts of plant medicine, really. You would agree with that. Like, you're a big fan of hape.
100%. I love plant medicine. I'm 100% behind it. If
Yeah.
you find what works for you and you're using it with intention and within reason and not abusing it, I find it to be so helpful. At a big portion of my journey, I used to smoke weed, and that was one of the only things that really helped me clear all the feelings and be like super present.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people use weed to check out. I was using it to check in.
Interesting. Yeah, thanks for sharing that so transparently. We've got How's the Beach Look from MLRS. Hey, good to see you here. We got Jamar. How are the gyms in PDC? First of all, yeah, the gyms are, I feel like there's like Evolve. We both go to Evolve, and I'm just gonna say it does feel fairly vain and shallow there sometimes. I haven't made any meaningful connections there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of operated people, if I'm gonna be honest. There's people who come in and just take selfies and then leave. I'm like, you didn't even lift any weights.
There's a lot of good equipment, though.
There's a lot of good equipment. The gym itself is high quality, guys. Without further ado, David says, I missed her IG. What was it again?
GABCACC. Gab Catch.
Okay. And guys, to answer how does the beach look, let's turn the camera around just for a moment. You can see, guys, there's just a volunteer group here. They're doing their best to clean up the sargassum, but they're literally buried in sargassum. So that's how the beach looks. What you're seeing here in the center of your screen is Punta Esmeralda. Fernando says, Gabriella's tips are great. Do they come from research combined with personal experience? And is this something we can find in the book?
Yes, actually, yes. All of the work that I do is both from research and personal experience. I'm also a trauma coach, so I've written this book, but what I do for work is help people process their trauma, come back to their center, live their life not from a place of the past, and just find inner peace. So yes, there are little, in the book, it is my story with also these like side tips and tricks about what I'm going through in that moment and what you can do to help yourself if you're experiencing that as well.
Oh, wow. So I don't have to like read between the lines. You're literally outlining how to get through, or how you got through this particular chapter, pun intended.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone's different, and just because my journey was one way, does not mean that everyone's journey will be that way, but is always helpful, at least in my experience, to see how other people dealt with things and at least try it, you know? I did a lot of trial and error to figure out what worked for me and what didn't work for me.
And real quickly, the Gab Catch is with a double C, right?
Yes,
it's not,
2 C's.
Okay, so GABCACC.
Yes.
Okay, now you guys know. Check her out. Check out Gabriella on Instagram for sure. How do you spell the infection that you have? Brucella? Brucella? It's new. It's a new word for me. I didn't know. I used to be a farmer. I used to work in agriculture and be around a lot of animals. The moment I told the doctor about my history, he's like, I think you have brucellosis. So brucellosis or brucella is the infection. I, of course, asked ChatGPT, how do I deal with this? What is this thing? Is this really causing my symptoms? And Chat seems to agree with the doctor, like, oh yeah, you were around sheep and rabbits and working with manure. I always thought, hey, you know, like that's good for me. But apparently there was some give and take there. Where are you from, says SK Jewel. I'm from Portland, Oregon. And Gab, you are from Boston originally.
Boston, yeah.
Okay, so that's where we're from. Kisses from Italy. I'll take all the kisses from Italy that I can get today. That's a warm and fuzzy feeling. Thank you.
Send some gelato, too.
Send some gelato, too. Yes, please. Yes, please. The mind is truly a battlefield, and you have to learn how to clean it out, get rid of useless thoughts, guard all the gates. Wow. Words of wisdom from the rain. Thank you for sharing that. How do you spell? Okay, so we got that. Absolutely, yeah. How do you guard the gates of your mind? Do you have any techniques that you can share with us to not let people plant, I wouldn't even say people, but let the seeds of doubt or uncertainty or whatever get planted in your mind?
Absolutely. So I agree with this, but also disagree at the same time. Meaning when you fight off thoughts, they come back more powerful. So what I do is when I have something like that come up, I say, oh, I notice you and I see you, but that's not true. So instead of ignoring it, acknowledging it and being like, oh, no, thank you. I'm good. Like that is not true for me. That may be true for someone else, but it's not true for me. And a practice that I used to do was when you're spending time with people and they try to put their, their thoughts and feelings and their opinions to you. I used to come home and I would write down whatever was coming on in my head on one side of the page. And then on the other side of the page, I'd be like, is that true for me?
Okay.
Is that true for me? And most of the time the answer was no. Okay, so if it's no, what's truer than that? And then have my own truth statement. So almost like acknowledging, challenging, and then rewriting that. And it sounds like a lot of work, but it's very helpful to then let it go, because thoughts are going to keep coming until they are acknowledged or like just seen.
I think even if it is a lot of work, it's clearly valuable and worthwhile, because I think most of us, we're all talking about these voices and chatter and struggles, and if you do know how to handle that, it's going to pay dividends for the rest of your life.
For real, it really does. And once you start doing this stuff, it just becomes part of your experience, right? You don't have to take the time to do it. You can almost do it in your mind. So everything is just a practice.
Absolutely. Totally enlightening stuff, really. So we got Sartaj Alam in the house, says both looking fantastic. She's girlfriend or wife? She's a really good friend, not girlfriend, not wife, although Zach has done very well. And
Zach is his boyfriend.
Zach is basically, he's my bromance. I love Zach. Shout out, buddy. Hope you're watching this. Or actually, I hope you're still in a deep slumber, because you do a lot of work. You just take the weight of the world on your shoulders constantly. So hope you're resting. Not girlfriend, not wife. Really good friend. Mate buddies for life. Let's see, what else we got? Gab Catch. There you go, guys.
That's it.
GABCACC. That's Casio Deruv says, are you in Thailand? No, we're actually in Mexico. We're in Playa del Carmen.
Yep.
It does kind of look like Thailand behind us, though. Both our smiles so cute.
Both of us.
At the same time. Glad I brushed my teeth this morning. Let's see what else. That is enlightening, and act therapy, as long as you don't deny truths you need to hear, because that's where it trips up. That's a good point.
Yep.
I was going to ask about those glasses. They look kind of rose-colored. Can you still see red flags, or do they just look like normal flags?
These are magical ones.
Are they?
So I can see everything very clearly.
Yeah, I've been known to ignore some red flags. It's just what I do. It's been part of my self-concept that I'm trying to fix and work on. Would you say that kind of piggybacks on like your tips about not letting things in the mind, how do you just recognize a red flag and then decide how do you avoid those? Because I tend to see red flags and I'm like, ooh, challenge accepted, That's not healthy, right?
No, it is not healthy. But it's not the problem. What you're dealing with is your body's addiction to stress.
Okay.
So that stress feels familiar to you, and part of you is trying to rewire that and to rewrite that, meaning, okay, I felt this before, it didn't feel good, but I want control over this situation. So you call it in and then you engage with it because you think that you're going to have control and it's going to be different this time. But the real difference is you walking away, right? Because everything is a choice.
Yeah.
And you have to be in tune with your own emotional experience and your own history, meaning, okay, you have to be real about things. Like, all right, I've experienced X, Y, and Z. I might be a match for this, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's okay, but I need to notice when something feels familiar to me, and it may feel good, but it's familiar. Is this familiar a good familiar, or is it this familiar that I've been experiencing since I was a kid or since my last experience? And just asking yourself those questions. And it takes some practice and some time, but usually if you can get yourself to say no at the first red flag instead of going to the third, and just practicing that, even if you feel like you're going to hurt someone's feelings, because then there's that layer of people pleasing and wanting to be liked by everyone. But if you can notice it at first and be like, oh no, okay, because they say that anything that makes your belly, the butterflies, or your heart race, you think that that's love, but that's just really, it's just your body trying to protect you.
Wow. Good Lord. I am feeling more and more enlightened by the moment here with Gabriella. If you guys are appreciating her knowledge bombs and her wisdom, that's come through years of work. Please do support the book. Hit that super chat, drop some love for Gabriella in the comments as well. This is really important stuff because usually I wait for red flag number 10, maybe 15. I'm making progress on that, but I think that was a lot of it for me, was probably the familiarity, especially with toxic women. My mom was not well put together, we'll say, and she was very, very abusive, and so I found myself very attracted to really toxic. It was like the more dangerous and malicious the woman was, it was like the more I was turned on. As bad as that sounds, and I'm just trying to be real here, that's a pattern that I feel like I've done a pretty good job of breaking over the last 5 or 6 years. But yeah, after my divorce, when I was single again, I was like, ooh, all these toxic women, let's do this. Bad idea. We got hello from Sydney, Australia. Hey Troy, good to see you. Squack says, hell yeah, we got almost 70 people here.
Woo!
Good for you guys. Yeah, good job to all of you. It's pretty exciting, honestly, to watch the channel grow, the live streams. Even back in the day when I did my first couple live streams and there was like 5 people in it, I was like, yeah, it's like having a conversation in a room with 5 people. That's cool. But 70 is actually 73 is where we're at now. So
wow.
Pretty sweet. And guys, all of you who have smashed the like button and contributed to the publication and editing process of Gabriella's book, a huge thanks to you all. We got Irada, we got Kanoki, we got people from all over. We got Missouri in the house. Not red flag 10 or 15, you've got this. See, they get it. They get it. That's why I do these live streams. You guys get me. Oh, look, there's those pretty eyes behind the rose-colored. I do need to borrow those rose-colored glasses at some point so that the red flags just look like flags. Indian proverb, there's 2 wolves in you. One is mean and dangerous, and the other is kind and loving. So which one wins? It's the one you feed. Food for the soul. Wow. The rain is just dropping, just literally raining knowledge bombs. That's a really good one. I'm going to keep that in my mind as I'm going through my own personal healing and struggles. I'll be sure to feed the kind wolf and not the evil
Absolutely.
big bad wolf, because there is definitely a big bad wolf inside of the rope monster. Always growling, scratching at the door, trying to get in. So really appreciate that. Any good stock beats this week? Very fun that you changed it to that subject, guys. I don't want to take a victory lap necessarily, but since you asked, yes. So I've been talking about Nike for the last 2 months. I've been selling cash secured puts on it. I've been trying to accumulate shares in any way I can. And Nike is the big winner for me this week. It beat on earnings, I believe. The stock shot up like 9% in a day. So I was accumulating shares from $53 to $62 a share. I was selling puts at 57, 58, 62. I thought it was a great value even in the low 60s, so I kept selling puts and getting paid on that. And of course, a couple of those did get assigned, so I ended up with a few hundred shares, which is a big win for sure. Hello, y'all. Good looking couple. Really appreciate it. We're not a couple. We're super good mate buddies, though. We are enjoying mate. We're having some good smiles and laughs. Zach is a good buddy of mine, though, and Gabriella is definitely Zach's lady. So, you know, it is what it is, guys. You know, Zach won the lottery there. Good for you, Zach. Let's see. I bought my first retirement ETF yesterday because of you and this channel, Rope. Got some catching up to do. That is freaking awesome. Really happy to hear that. Yeah, anytime you're taking a step toward retirement, financial freedom, owning your time, that's a really good feeling, and I appreciate you sharing that. Does mate have caffeine? Yes, David, it does have a pretty solid amount, evidently.
Yeah, but it's the caffeine that like slowly releases and you don't get really that big buzz, but you have a lot of energy, but it's like, it's a really nice caffeine high.
It's like a gentle hug instead of a punch in the face.
Correct, and it lasts.
And it lasts, and then you don't have like the come down or the crash or the jitters.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a cup of coffee before leaving the house, and I'm like, Should have just probably gone pure mate. Are you pure mate today?
I'm pure mate. I've been trying to do it for the past couple of days.
Smart.
Yeah.
I was going to do that and then I didn't.
So tomorrow is a new day.
Tomorrow's the new day. Shout out from Los Angeles. Nice. Awesome. What a good group today we have. Do you want to take the gimbal for a minute?
Yeah.
I'm going to pour myself some mate as well. My herb is still pretty dry, so I'm just doing it right. Only wetting half the herb so I can save
Smart guy.
some for later.
I can't say the same. Good morning from Texas. Appreciate all the knowledge too. Oh, gracias. Bienvenido.
Yeah, it's mostly Gab with the knowledge if we're being real, but I'll take some credit too. Why not? Cheers, guys. Hola amigos, missed this, having a late coffee celebrating Canada Day. Nice. How do you guys, let us know in the comments, how does one celebrate Canada Day? Is there like a thing? I don't know, I'm from the US.
Same.
So this is all news to me.
Us Americans, we don't know anything about Canada Day.
Not at all. Probably know more about Mexico, if I'm being real, politics and history, and so yeah, it's a mystery to me. We got Eric in the house saying, have you looked at Bros? Yeah, actually, that's a really good reminder, Eric. I haven't looked at Bros in a long time. For those of you who don't know, Bros, the ticker is Dutch Bros Coffee.
Oh.
Are you a Dutch Bros fan?
I don't think I've ever been, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I always see the line of cars. It's like a drive-through quick serve coffee, basically.
Okay.
One of the maybe direct competitors to Starbucks.
Is that on the West Coast?
It's on the West Coast and it's growing. I think the Midwest has now got some locations. So Dutch Bros I actually did own for a while because I kept seeing all these drive-through lines literally out into the street, and I was like, I want to own a piece of that action. And I actually had pretty good timing on it. I sold out. I think I had like 20% gains in pretty short order, and then the stock tanked and went down into the 20s, I think, and I have no clue where it is now. Share in the comments if you know what the share price of Bros is currently. I'll have to look back into it. And now that the YouTube channel's doing well, I can probably allocate a little more into growth stocks instead of pure dividend stocks, which has been my strategy for the last 5 years. Shake a maple tree hard.
That's a future tradition.
Oh my God. I freaking love that. I love it. Okay. Well, we're gonna have some trouble finding a maple tree, but maybe I'll go into Chedraui and get some maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, we could celebrate that way.
We could do pancakes with maple syrup, maybe at La Organica
That
later.
sounds
That would be,
delicious.
so celebrate Canada Day with some maple.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Bros is in the 70s now. No way, Eric. I should have held on to my shares.
Oh, it's going to me.
It's going to you.
Why
It's
is it doing
following-
that?
The gimbal follows
Oh,
beauty. Let's see. Let's change the gimbal settings. Here we go. Stock trade. Gabby, you're not really into stocks, are you?
no, I don't understand any of that, unfortunately. I have no insight.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I lived for a long time. I didn't really have any other income after retiring. It was all stocks, long-term gains, options income, and dividends. So yes, I'm a stock guy. Total nerd. And if I'm being honest, I'll go home and turn the computer on and analyze a few companies just for funsies. I know. You're not used to seeing that from the Rope Monster. Like, oh, this guy's just out walking on the beach. Completely empty brain. Wait, nope.
He's smart too.
Yeah, I actually am fairly smart. Even with the brucellosis in the brain messing up my brain. When the doctor showed me the scan and he's like, look, this is more of a scan we would see in older people. I was like, well, I'm still winning at life and I'm missing parts of my brain apparently. So
Pretty impressive.
pretty impressive, honestly. I got to give myself a little pat on the back and not be so hard on myself. 28 puts on Campbell's. Greg, good for you. I actually wrote some puts on Campbell's yesterday at $30. I thought that was a pretty prudent move. Good for you. Someone says, Haran Hoffman says, stocks are very complicated. You have to buy low and sell high.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get that reversed for sure. I think one of the problems, if I might, with investing is that a lot of people do it as a couple or as a group, essentially. And so there's pressure from, say, your spouse, your significant other, like, oh my God, the stock's dropping, sell it. Me personally, I keep it as an individual sport. And so anytime a stock's dropping, I think, okay, are the fundamentals still good? Is it just a better deal now? Should I buy more? But I think there's a lot of pressure. Confirm that in the comments if you agree. Anthony says, very intelligent. Yes, I really appreciate that, Anthony. The vote of confidence means the world to me. Do you have a business degree? No, I don't. I actually never finished either of my degrees.
Wow.
Studied psychology, studied elementary ed and linguistics, and both times there were other circumstances that forced me out. And it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. What I did instead is I just read books. Anything by Peter Lynch, Warren Buffett, Pat Dorsey. I figure, if I can spend $20 and get this broad education in finance and stocks and analysis, that's a really good deal. It's a lot better deal than going into student loan debt.
Yeah, I have a business degree and I don't know how to use
So
stocks.
Gab does have a business degree. So I guess that goes to show, like, it's not necessarily all it's cracked up to be.
Correct, it's not.
All right, we got Chris says, I love Peter Lynch. Yeah, Peter Lynch is like the OG of just beating the market. 28% annualized returns he got. If you can even sniff that number, you're going to do really well. We got AASD says, lovely couple. Just to confirm, I mean, thanks for the compliments, but we're not.
We'll take the compliments.
We'll take the compliments.
Sure.
We're not a couple. We're mate buddies.
We're a couple of people drinking mate.
Couple of people drinking mate. Okay. So someone says, I'm a solo investor. I consider crypto a Ponzi at this point. I stick with stocks and mutual funds. I'm in the same school of thought with crypto. People ask me all the time, like, do you own this coin or that coin? And I'm like, I have no idea what the intrinsic value is, so I just don't mess with crypto, never have. Some interesting questions. In my next life, I want to be born in the USA, but tell me, would it be better? This is some deep stuff. Would it be better if I go automatically travel to America after I die here? What would be best? That's a tough one. I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. Real Name says, I'm struggling to finish my IT degree, but I have 2 clients, building 3 websites for them. I could build a firm, I just need to know how to find clients. Someone says, I love to restore muscle cars. Lots of directions in the comments here, just too much.
Whoa.
Anthony says, Ava takes good care of the rope monster. Well, to be transparent, that's not really a thing anymore. Me and Ava aren't going out anymore, dating anymore. We decided that it was time to call an end to that chapter. So let's see. Chris says, I'm studying to be a financial planner. Nice. Cool. And guys, for those of you just joining, we're here in the live stream with Gabriella. We're trying to raise some funds for publication and editing of her book. And that book is going to go out and help a lot of people with trauma healing. So that is the big, I mean, we're showing the beach, we're having some funsies and some mate. But the big thing today is we want to make sure this book gets out and reaches as many people as possible. We just hit over 90 people in the live as well. So thank you all for the support of the channel and of course, Gabriella's book. What are your views on LGBTQ? I think that's probably beyond the scope of the live stream today. That's a big, deep, that could go on for 2 hours, that conversation. Studying.
Drone.
Someone says I'm studying to become an asshole. That's pretty funny, actually. I don't think, from the sound of things, you won't have to study that hard. Ask me how I know. So super chats go to the book. Yes, correct, Chris. Thank you for the question. Any super chats, any revenue at all from this live stream is going directly to the publication of Gabby's book, and which will in turn help all of us who read the book.
Yes.
I know I need a copy now. Overseas Masdor says your sister's cute. I guess she could pass as my sister, sort of.
Someone asked if I was your child, I think, too.
Oh my God, really? Let's see.
Did I see that?
Reading about mate, does it taste good? Yeah, it tastes pretty good. Oh my God, what bigot? I don't think so. I'm not a bigot.
Is that your daughter?
Is that your daughter? That is pretty adorable.
I'm his daughter, his sister.
Yeah. What are you, like 5 years? Thank you, Chris, so much.
Thank you.
So sweet. Yeah, what? You're like 5 years younger than me?
No, not even.
Not even?
I'm
Yeah.
3 years younger than
So
you.
definitely not my daughter. I think she's just aging better. I think she does less beach update videos and gets less sunburnt typically.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the angle, the pack looks like a toga. Yeah, I have been known to rock a toga here and there, but this is just the Osprey Daylight Sling Bag, which I'm a huge fan of. Shout out Osprey, sponsor my videos. So we get, is she your mother? Is she your daughter? She does cook like a good mother, I will say that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you from the West Virginia too? I'm not from West Virginia, but good question. If you could tell one truth to the whole world, what would it be? Wow. Do you want to take that one?
Me? I would say all the answers you are seeking are inside yourself.
Okay. I want a toga beach update from Squack there. Squack, keeping it real. You should do this regularly. Morning mate with the Rope Monster. Yeah, David, why not? If I woke up for sunrise every single day, I would probably live stream it every day. Usually I get up at like 7:30 and then I contemplate walking out to the beach. But, you know, maybe we'll do it 3 or 4 days a week. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
You think so?
Yeah, we'll go with our flow of a schedule. Sleeping is more important right now. Ropey needs his rest.
Yeah, I am exhausted, guys. I had a comment in one of my videos the other day. This guy was like, you seem to optimize your sleep. You always seem so well rested. What's your secret? I am not well rested lately. My secret is that I just I put on the game face, and Gabriella could probably help me figure this thing out, that like burying things and just putting on my happy face is probably not the best way to go about things. So I do need to actually optimize my sleep even more. I put on the binaural beats last night. That seemed to help at least get some rest. I didn't really sleep, but I rested.
That's good.
Show your bicep, bro. Overseas. This guy is just dropping. Shall we? Should we both? All right. Boom. Damn, Gab. I think you might have me beat. Yeah. I think Gabriella's got me beat there. It's all that time at Evolve. Getting yoked up. Not well rested, just retired. Exactly, Chris. It's a fine line, though, being retired and having a YouTube channel, because I do put in quite a bit of work, and that was never the plan, was to like come out of retirement. But I really hold myself to producing 2 or 3 videos a week, doing live streams. So between conceptualizing, actually there is some work that goes in before I even start filming. I'm writing concepts down, brainstorming, putting together data, of course. Like I recently did the dating Playa video. There were some really interesting and kind of scary statistics in that video. I did the rent versus buy video, which also took quite a bit of research, and I had to have the right numbers for you guys. So retired, but not retired. Outlaw says I wouldn't pick on her. Yeah, bad idea. If you mess with her, like at pickleball or anywhere, you're probably gonna get a bruising. Ella es muy bonita, sí, de acuerdo, Jesse. Zach is a lucky guy. Your sister's phone number? No, but you can have her Instagram. Support the book. What are your plans for the channel? Like the ones where you show rentals and interview expats? Yeah, I mean, the plans are staying flexible, basically pivoting. Anytime I see something valuable, I'm inspired to film that video and bring you guys that value. That's really how the whole channel started, was showing a quesadilla stand that had 30 peso quesadillas with handmade tortillas.
Love that.
It's pretty much what got me going on the food videos. So pickleball is more fun than tennis. I don't know. I mean, they're both fun.
I agree.
Yeah, it does hurt pretty bad.
I'm on your team.
It does hurt. Yeah, you got to have Gab on your team, then it's fun. If you're playing against her, it's not that fun. She's a mean player. You ever gotten hit in the eye with a pickleball?
No, I have not.
I have. It's not fun. I think that's why this eye is slightly like that. I was at what's the warehouse?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was playing over there, and I took my eye off, and I was talking to a buddy, and just one of my kind of rivals from volleyball took great pleasure in hitting me in the face with the pickleball. She was laughing. I was like, that could have been pretty serious.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Yeah. The quesadilla is 40 pesos now. Thanks, Bob, for updating us. Yeah, he raises the price 5 pesos every year, but still $2, guys. Is that an 18-inch bicep? No, it's like 16 and a half. I'm rolling on 17s. As long as I get all my protein and creatine, I'm rolling on 17s. Not 18, I wish. That would be cool. Too much eating though. I just can't eat enough to get my biceps to 18. Yeah, it's a lot of pancakes.
Yeah, it's truly.
Even though they give me free pancakes at La Organica now, I still got to eat them.
Yeah.
You know?
It would be rude to leave it on the plate.
It would be rude. Yeah, I would have to double up. One plate of pancakes for each bicep would be the game plan. He says, mean, you're low-key so jacked, bro. I appreciate that, John. Where are you guys from? Portland, Oregon, Boston. What about the sargassum situation? I'll show you that right here so you can see with your own eyes. Pretty rough situation. They are doing they're making progress.
Yeah, they really did from the time we got out here until now.
There's a bunch of volunteers out here working with the actual employees as well, and they're doing some damage, which is good. So we got C4 the Great from Boston as well. Nice. Katarina. Oh no, I missed the notification. Well, you're here now. So guys, to update you, Katarina and everyone else, we're here in support of Gabriella's book. She's in the process of editing and publishing. So any super chats at all that come through will go toward the publication costs and editing. So look how happy. Look at that.
Thank you guys. I'm so grateful. I'm really excited to get this book out. I know that it's going to help a lot of people. So the more people energetically getting behind it financially and everything, that we can make a really big difference with a topic that is so challenging for people to talk about, but very necessary for people to hear.
Absolutely. Yeah, what a good vibe being here with you and getting to kind of see inside your process and hear your process and any tips and wisdom you can drop. It's been super helpful for me just going through my own stuff. And I think it's probably helped a lot of people here in the chat, and it's just the beginning, right? Because when the book comes out, you're going to reach thousands and thousands and thousands of people and affect the lives of the people who read the book as well. So this is a very noble cause for sure. Book can change your life. Right on cue, Chris. Couldn't agree more. And Chris, thank you so much for supporting this process for Gab and for all of us who will benefit from the book. We'll keep you posted on the progress, and we'll probably do these live streams at least once a week to try to keep supporting this process and get that book out there as soon as possible. What's your number right now? Are you months out? Are you?
So excuse me.
You don't have to answer that if you don't want.
Excuse me. The goal is to publish by my birthday in August.
Okay. And it's
I'm praying
August.
on a miracle.
I want to say your birthday is the 20. No, it's the 18th.
The 18th.
Nailed it. Look at that, guys.
Look at him.
Joe says, bro, you should invite Gabriella to dinner. Well, so we're friends, and I'm good friends with her man. And so, Zach, what's up? So she did actually invite me to dinner at her place, but as mate buddies and friends. So, although, I mean, if she was single, obviously it would be a no-brainer. I would invite her to dinner for sure. The book is what? Do you want to give a quick synopsis of the book?
Yes, the book is called Unbroken, and it is my story. It's a memoir about how I healed from child sexual abuse within my family that I dissociated from until I was 25 years old. So it's that process of how I healed from that, what that looked like for me, with tidbits and explanations for people who experience it themselves and also their family, so that or their support group, so they can understand what's going on with people, how to heal from it, what it looks like, the challenges, and just the process through that. So.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. So, guys, last chance to kick in on this live stream with a super chat to support Gabriella's book. Have you ever seen the movie The Shack? Yes, actually.
Yes,
have you seen that?
I love that movie.
What were your thoughts on that?
I loved that movie so much. I cried and cried and cried and cried.
Yeah, and we got a comment here, serious topics here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's worth it unpacking this stuff. There's a Chris Stapleton song I was actually listening to last night, and he says, the hard roads are the ones worth choosing. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't imagine a harder road than writing and getting out on paper and sharing your experience with the trauma and abuse that you went through, that's definitely a journey that a lot of people just can't go down. And so hopefully your book will help people go down that road.
Absolutely.
And realize it's worth it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's not a trauma dump book where I'm giving you all the details of everything that happened to me. It's it's meant to be digestible. Heavy but digestible.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Heavy but digestible is good. You know, I think what a lot of us want if we read a book like that is we want something useful right away, something we can grab onto and say, look, I am taking the power back. Hey, Brent, thank you so much for supporting Gab's book and the process. So sweet. Jay Vino in the house. Jay, good to see you. I'm imagining that you are on the treadmill doing your cardio, watching this live stream, as you so frequently do. Shout out to your son, Easton. Such a good kid. Good job, Jay, raising him. Book will be available on Amazon or Kindle.
Yeah, it will be.
Should be available on both, guys.
Just you can follow me on Instagram, and then in the link in my bio, there is a thing where you can subscribe for updates on the book. So you can do that as well. Again, my Instagram is GABCACC, Gabcatch.
Yeah, and we got a comment here. Very brave woman, much respect. Absolutely. Nothing but respect for you, Gabriella.
Thank you.
We have a lot of laughs and fun, but there's some serious conversations, and that to me is worth gold. So I'm really enjoying this time with Gabriella. Thank you all, guys, for supporting her process with the book. We'll stay live for a couple more minutes. I'm gonna pour myself a little more mate. Oh, I got a cramp in my calf.
Uh-oh. Stand up. Shake it out, baby. Shake it out.
You're getting old when you get a cramp when you're sitting. Good Lord. Oh.
Watch out for book publisher scammers. Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you've already got that
Yes,
filter.
everything is good. How are you doing today? Doing great. Enjoying my time this morning.
Time with
Mr.
Ropey.
Rope.
Time with Ropey is time well spent.
Absolutely.
As I talk about myself in the third person.
Love it. I can't see the sun just got so bright.
Yeah, it gets actually really challenging to see all the comments at this time of day.
Yeah.
It's almost better to move down to one of the palapas.
Oh, that would be smart. I have 31. Good for you. That's great. 31 subscribers on your YouTube channel.
Awesome. I'll check out your channel, Matthew McDonald. Congrats on getting started. That's the hardest part. I remember a year ago, I was not even monetized. I had like maybe 700-800 subscribers this time last year. So consistency and a little bit of grind goes a long ways, Matthew. I have no doubt that you'll be successful in your endeavor with YouTube. We got Howdy from Tel Aviv. Wow, Tel Aviv in the house.
Howdy.
Hello, howdy. Salt helps with Charlie horses. Yeah, I need to go drink some salt and lime water. Sargassum City down there. Yes, it's true, Jonah. All right. 50,000 views, Matthew. Nice. That's great. That's really good for your channel size. That's a lot of views. Love your topics. Always watching your video, even offline. Thank you so much for sharing that. We got Letting Glow. That's a cool handle. It says coming there in a month from London. I hope that sargassum is sorted. Yeah, we'll see. I sure hope so as well.
Me too.
It's really getting old. I moved here to like swim every day and just be in the ocean, and I did get in the other day when we were at volleyball, but it was kind of
Same, we both got in and we came out trashed.
Yeah, we were like covered in seaweed. I was like, I went in the ocean to get the sand off my body, and I came out with no sand and just full of seaweed. So it is what it is. I love big women. Nice, Jim. Hey, I think you commented that like every other live stream.
It's beautiful.
But thanks for sharing. Yeah. Thanks for showing Playa to us. Okay. Kim says, why don't you answer me? That's mean. Guys, it's really hard to get to every single comment. I'm really doing my best. Plus, it's really bright. I can't see every single comment. Kim, I really don't. I must have missed your comment. So, Matthew says his channel's about his dog. That's great.
Love dogs.
All right, guys, with that being said, yeah, everybody loves dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, thanks again for supporting Gab's process and the book. And do you have any closing thoughts for anyone who's maybe healing from trauma or going through something, or anything about your book that you want to share?
Yeah, absolutely. Just know that no matter what you're feeling, living is worth it. Every day, one day at a time, and just keep picking your head up and keep going. That would be the one thing I would say to someone, is just keep going, even when it feels hard. Like the thoughts and the voices, they're not true what they're telling you. If it's negative, just keep going. And I'm very grateful to be able to spend time with you guys, and thank you so much for your support. Even just sharing the energy with you means a lot to me. So I hope to connect with you guys. Again, my Instagram is GABCACC. I'm also planning on starting a YouTube channel soon. So look out for that. And I'll always be with Ropey. He's one of my besties. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for contributing. It really, truly means the world to me. I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Gabriella. Wow, we just got Katarina Van kicking in as well for the cause. So could not be more grateful to be part of this process for you, with you. I needed to hear that actually too, that it's worth continuing. Like, I'm going through something that's pretty heavy right now, and a lot of times there's no avenue for me, or I choose not to talk about it, and then I have bigger problems that add up, and I'm literally feeling that as I'm saying it. I'm like, ow, I need to let it out. So Gabriella, like, thanks for giving us all the avenue and the space to just kind of be for a while. We've been on the live stream for 76 minutes. It's flown by. I don't know how we've been, how did that happen? But I guess, you know, time flies when you're having meaningful, healthy conversations. Hola, hola. So saying goodbye from Kimberling City, Missouri. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Wish I had some money, but I'm dead broke. Okay. Some good comments. Rambo Travel says, wait, who's this? What did I miss? Rambo Travels, love you, bro, but you'll probably just have to go back and watch it. We unpacked a lot. This is Gabriella Cacciatori, Instagram at GabCACC, GABCACC. We were talking and discussing her book that is upcoming, and we're also supporting all the super chats from this live stream are going toward the publication and editing process for Gabriella's book on trauma healing. And so we've unpacked a lot. You'll have to go back. I can't really even summarize it any better than that. It's going to be something you guys can watch and even rewatch when you're looking for some type of support or motivation. Come visit Alaska someday, guys. Yeah, we'd love to. I'd love to. My dad was born in Skagway, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I have been to Skagway. I love it up there. Are you Osprey affiliate or just order direct? I'm not affiliated yet with Osprey. I've been in talks with them recently about sponsoring the videos, because I literally rock this in every single live stream and video. So that's the next thing, is getting some sponsors. So anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping in. See you in the next one. TheRopeMonster out.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Gabriella out.
Gabriella out.
Rambo Travels, thank you, my
Oh,
friend.
thank
Rambo
you.
just kicking in there as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and guys, for those of you who don't know, check out Rambo Travels YouTube channel. Really entertaining. I love your editing. I think you were driving a golf cart, Rambo Travels, on Isla Mujeres, and you did the like Target acquired edit, and I was freaking cracking up. Hooked for life after watching that video. Looking forward to seeing what's next for you, Rambo Travels, and your channel. Really appreciate you, brother. Take care, guys. All the best with the mental health as well for everyone watching this. Truly sending big hugs.